Alright, so welcome back to my channel. In Photoshop, I'm going to create 8 inches by 8 inches. I'm going to set the background to black. Then I'll go ahead and click create. So the first thing, drag in the image of the statue, and then I'll grab the pen tool, then cut across his face. You can deactivate the fill from start, but you can also do it this way. After that, you go ahead and deactivate the fill. Don't add a stroke. Then you can press Ctrl Enter and it will make a selection, or you can right click, choose make selection, then click OK, then it will make a selection. Now I'll go ahead and rasterize the layer before I can cut. Ctrl Shift plus J will cut, and I'll go ahead and delete the shape and take this guy. You can delete it or you can hide it. Then I will cut the shoulders off too. Alright, so the same process, you hide the fill, no stroke, Control Enter, make a selection, then we take that out. Alright, so now we have this, and the next thing is bring in the skull. So I'll go and drag and come and drop, resize, send to back. Alright, then I'll position that, and the areas that I don't want, after positioning, I'll just add a layer mask. Grab a soft round brush, make sure black's on top, lower the flow, and then brush it off just like that. And the next thing is create a layer below the skull, and I'll grab the pen tool again and create a shape behind the skull. So I'll add a gradient fill. Alright, and this way it'll make it look like the skull is within the head of the statue. Alright, there we have it. Now we'll change the direction, and so after that we need to make cuts on the skull. Alright, the cranium, we need to make cuts. So you can use the pen tool. As a matter of fact, you should use the pen tool, but I will use the lasso tool to make a rough cut. Alright, so you need to make a nice cut with the pen tool. So I'll go ahead and cut. If I make this selection, then I will cut it out of the skull, alright, to make it look as if it's broken. So I'll take that out and make 2 more cuts, smaller cuts. I'll take them out. Alright, so there we have it. And the next thing is add curves adjustment layer and clip it to the statue. Alright, so we will invert it and try and add the shadows at the areas that we want, and then grab your brush tool and then start revealing shadows at the areas that we prefer shadows to be. So I'll go ahead and darken more areas that we want shadows. Then after that, I'll drag and drop this texture image and then resize it to fill the face and clip it onto the statue. Then I'll change the blend mode to overlay. And now this looks dark, so let me try and tweak the opacity of the curves adjustment layer. Just like that. The texture, let me change it to soft light and tweak the opacity of the curves. Okay, so I think this is okay. Let me add more shadows. Okay, so this is great. I like this. So I'll select the skull and add a curves adjustment layer again, but this time I'll clip it to the skull, and then add a vibrance layer, clip it to the skull and increase the vibrance. And then I'll invert the curves adjustment layer and grab my brush tool and then reveal the shadows or the darkness at the areas that we prefer it to be dark, just like I'm doing, so that it will look like it's behind the face. Then after that, I'll drag and drop this leaf or flower image right here and position it at the right eye, just like this. Then I'll go ahead and resize and tweak to fit. So it's clipped onto the skull, so I'll go ahead and bring its layer to the top and then try and position it well. And the areas that extends, I'll just add a layer mask and brush them off. And I'll add a layer on top of the gradient shape and create a clipping mask, then make shadows behind the skull. And now after adding the shadows, I'll go ahead and bring in this flower, and I'll position it in a way that it will look like it's coming out of the holes in the skull. Alright, now come to the skull layer, hold Ctrl and click this area. It will make a selection of the skull, and go to select and inverse. Make sure the layer of the flower is selected, then click layer mask, and that's it. But the top of that flower is not showing, so I'll go back and bring it to the center and then repeat the same process. Okay, so there we go. And I'll grab the brush tool, make sure white is on top, increase the flow, and then increase the hardness, and then brush the areas to make it look like it's coming out of the broken areas, just like this. So just take your time and brush off the fringes and get the main flower. You gotta take your time, but I'm gonna fast forward mine. And I will do the same thing for this area too. And as you can see, there's a hole over there, so I'll go ahead and cut this leaf and then place it over there. Alright, so I'll go through that same process, make selection of the skull and then inverse and then mask it in, and then take the brush tool and review that. Alright, so I'll add a new layer below the flowers. Grab the brush, lower the flow, and start adding some fancy shadows under the flowers. Don't spend too much time on this. So I'll go ahead and clean all the fringes that were left over. Then I'll add more shadows. Then after that, I'll add a shadow on top of the flower at the right eye. So I'll create a shadow. Let me lower the opacity. Alright. There we go. And I'll grab the pen tool and trace over the eyeball. Then after that, I will increase the feather. Then I will change the fill from gradient to a solid color. Then I will change the blend mode to linear dodge. Then after that, I'll drag in this image, make it smaller and place it on top of the eye, and then change its blend mode to color dodge. And then on top of this glow light, I will add a hue and saturation, clip it to this glow light, then change it to blue. Alright, so the next thing is adding hue and saturation. This time we won't clip it to any object. We will just let it affect everything on the canvas, just like this. Okay, so I'll go ahead and tweak the shadows in the face of the statue. So I'll use the brush tool and tweak the shadows in the face. Now it's time to add the text. So I'll go in for the text tool and add a text. Alright. Then after this, I will duplicate this text and then double click this area. If this appears, I'll go in and add a stroke then select blending options, then drag the fill all the way down. Then after that, I will duplicate it 2 more times, and then duplicate the top one to the bottom. Then I'll select these 3 and lower the opacity. That's that. Then I'll bring in this image and then place it at the bottom right. All right. Now for this area, I'll grab the ellipse tool, then take away the fill and add a stroke. Choose a stroke size and change the stroke color from black to white. All right, then you can position it well. Now get the text tool and then click on the path of the ellipse, and it will add a text on the path. All right, so there you have it, and you can change the font size of the text. And from here we can select the ellipse and delete that, since we don't need that anymore. All right, and it will be left with the text just like this, and I can resize it or even change the font size. Then after that, I'll drag in this, that's my logo. Then I'll position it in the middle. All right, then I will link both of them. So let me go ahead and change the font of that. Now I'll keep on adding more text, so I'll add the artist name here. Try and change the font, and after this I will paste a text, place it down here, and paste another one and place it at the right, duplicate and place it at the left. Okay, so I'll go in for this image right here, place it at the background. Let me position that well, and then lower the opacity. All right, so from here I will just hold Alt, Control, Shift and press E. All right, but first of all, select the top layer and hold Alt, Control, Shift and press E and merge everything on top. And I have this mockup right here. The link to this mockup will be in the description. Then you can drag your image on top, and from there you can just mock it up just like I'm doing right here. As I said, the link to this mockup will be in the description. Just go ahead and click that, and please kindly, if you go to our Telegram channel, just join the channel and just join the channel. Some of you just hop into the channel and take the resources without even joining the channel, right? So please kindly join the channel, and you can take whatever that you want, right? And that's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, click post notifications so that you're gonna miss any of my goodies, and comment in and kindly comment and I'll reply you. And I'm out. Peace.